Guinness Book of World Records has officially declared this white limousine the world's longest car.
Some limousines stretch to over 100 feet long and carry their own swimming pool inside. Others are armored so heavily they can survive rocket attacks.
Unbreakable windows, infallible bodywork, the Beast is indeed a whole system of exceptional protection.
A few are custom-built with price tags so insane they rival private jets, yachts, and even mansions.
Right away, as soon as you get in this car, you know you're not in a regular limo. There's nothing else that stands out like it.
These are the 10 most expensive limos you won't believe exist. 10. Rolls-Royce Phantom Solid Gold. When people talk about luxury cars, Rolls-Royce is usually at the top of the list. But this one? This isn't just luxury, it's insanity on wheels. Under the hood, you've got a 6.75-liter V12 engine paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Despite being weighed down by real gold, this monster still hits a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Safety-wise, it's reinforced with a custom-built body shell and advanced stability systems. It's not just powerful, it's built like a moving fortress. But here's where things get crazy. The entire body and parts of the interior are coated with 120 kilograms of pure 24-karat gold. Inside, you'll find hand-stitched leather seats, diamond-encrusted controls, a private champagne fridge, and mood-setting ambient lighting. The interior is more palace than car. Here's the shocking part most people don't know. This wasn't made for a car show or a museum. It was commissioned by a billionaire in the Middle East as a one-off. The windows? Bulletproof, but lined with gold. That's security and excess rolled into one. Here's one interesting fact about its design. It was inspired by royal limousines of the 20th century, and it took over 2 years to finish, because gold isn't exactly easy to mold around a vehicle. And if that's not wild enough, get this, gold heats up like an oven under the sun, so the limo needed a custom climate control system to keep passengers from roasting alive. The chassis is handmade by Rolls-Royce engineers. The gold was applied with a special bonding technique to make sure it doesn't peel or corrode. Even the upkeep is insane. Cleaning costs alone can exceed $10,000 a year just to keep it shining. Inside, you're walking on lamb's wool carpets, surrounded by gold-plated trims and exotic wood veneers. This is the Rolls-Royce Phantom Solid Gold Limousine, valued at an unbelievable $8.2 million. Yes, millions for a single car. 9. Mini Cooper Swarovski Crystal Limo. The Mini Cooper Swarovski limo is officially one of the most expensive vehicles ever built, and the fact that it's based on a humble Mini Cooper makes it even more outrageous. The base is still a Mini Cooper chassis, but that's where normality ends. The frame has been stretched into a limousine, giving it a long, striking silhouette. From there, it turns into pure madness. The entire body is coated with millions of Swarovski crystals, each hand-placed and individually polished. Under sunlight or spotlights, the car doesn't just sparkle, it blazes like a rolling diamond. Even the roofline and side mirrors are gem-studded. Gold-tinted windows add another layer of shine, making it look more like a crown jewel than a car. The interior is just as extreme. Plush leather seating, crystal-studded accents, and a cabin designed for fashion royalty and billionaires make it feel more like stepping into a jewelry showcase than a limousine. This limo was never built for speed or performance. It's slow, heavy, and impractical. But that's the point. It's not about going fast, it's about stopping traffic. Celebrities, models, and fashion icons use it precisely because it makes headlines wherever it appears. And then there's the upkeep. A car covered in millions of fragile crystals can't be washed with brushes or rags. It requires special diamond-safe cleaning tools and a team of handlers just to keep it polished. If one crystal chips or falls off, replacements must be specially sourced and applied, which alone costs more than an average car service. Simply keeping it clean costs thousands of dollars every time. To put it bluntly, the Mini Cooper Swarovski Crystal Limo is less of a vehicle and more of a rolling piece of jewelry. At a jaw-dropping $135 million, this single limo costs more than most private jets, mega yachts, and even luxury mansions. You could buy a fleet of Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, and Lamborghinis, and still have money left over. 8. Rolls-Royce Silver Spur 2. The Rolls-Royce Silver Spur 2, owned by the Sultan of Brunei, is built for a life of pure extravagance. Under the hood sits a 6.75-liter V8 engine, which gives the car smooth performance. The extended wheelbase makes it even longer than a standard Rolls, built for maximum space and presence. But the real story is the body. The exterior is coated in 24-karat gold plating. The grille, bumpers, side trims, and door handles all gleam like solid bars of bullion. Even the wheels have gold finishes. Park this limo under sunlight, and it blazes brighter than jewelry shops. Inside, the Silver Spur 2 feels less like an automobile and more like a royal palace on wheels. The cabin features hand-stitched silk carpets, gold thread embroidery, and handcrafted wooden trim made from rare polished veneers. The seating is wrapped in the highest-grade Rolls-Royce leather, and even small details like switches and controls are plated in gold. Custom lighting gives the interior a soft royal glow. What makes this limo even more shocking is the man who owns it. The Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, is one of the wealthiest royals in the world and is notorious for his record-breaking car collection. His garage is estimated to contain over 7,000 vehicles, with more than 500 Rolls-Royces, making him the single largest private Rolls-Royce owner in history. His car fleet is so large that it once accounted for nearly half of Rolls-Royce's worldwide sales during the 1990s. This particular Silver Spur 2 is one of the crown jewels of his fleet. It is not used for everyday driving, but is reserved for official state ceremonies and royal occasions. Every inch of this limousine, which costs $14 million, screams authority, making it one of the most outrageous and unforgettable limousines ever built. 7. Cadillac, the Beast. When it comes to limousines, none are as feared or respected as the Beast. This isn't just a car, it's a rolling symbol of ultimate political power. The U.S. Secret Service keeps more than 8 of them ready at any time to move the president anywhere in the world. The Beast is designed exclusively for the President of the United States, and on rare occasions, for the Vice President. There are no civilian versions, no billionaire custom editions, and no other world leader has one. It is essentially a classified military project disguised as a Cadillac limousine. When the president travels abroad, at least 2 Beasts are flown on U.S. Air Force cargo planes, C-17 Globemaster IIIs, along with his motorcade. One is a decoy, and sometimes a third is carried. This redundancy ensures no one can ever know which car holds the commander-in-chief. At its heart, the Beast is driven by an 8.1-liter diesel V8 engine with a heavy-duty 6-speed automatic transmission. Weighing close to 22,000 pounds, it's nearly as heavy as a small bus. This bulk isn't a weakness. It's part of the design, built to perform and protect in the most extreme situations. The defenses are unlike anything else on the road. Armor plating runs 8 inches thick, reinforced with military-grade Kevlar and ceramics. The glass is bulletproof and 5 inches thick. The doors are so heavy they rival the cabin doors of a Boeing 757. The interior is sealed tight against chemical attacks, and the tires can keep rolling even when shredded by bullets. Here's where things get even more intense. The Beast is armed. Hidden inside are grenades, shotguns, and tear gas launchers. The door handles can electrify attackers with a 120-volt shock. In other words, you don't just walk up to this limo unless you're invited. Step inside, and the story changes from raw defense to pure command center. The president sits in hand-stitched leather seats with satellite communication, a secure Wi-Fi hotspot, and direct lines to global leaders. The presidential seal is embroidered across the interior, turning it into a mobile Oval Office. Here's something most people don't know. The Beast carries a fridge stocked with the president's exact blood type, ready for an emergency transfusion. That tiny detail alone tells you everything about the mindset behind its creation. It cost around $1.5 million to build this limo. The name itself became official during President Obama's term, and it stuck because nothing else described it better. The Secret Service had used armored limousines for decades, but the model that debuted for Barack Obama's 2009 inauguration was so advanced that it earned its nickname immediately. Journalists covering the new Cadillac One began calling it the Beast because of its sheer size, terrifying armor, and unprecedented weaponry. Even though Bush had earlier versions, Obama's was the first to carry the name officially in press briefings. From then on, the nickname stuck, because nothing else described it better. 6. Midnight Rider. The Midnight Rider is a record-breaking beast on wheels, and it holds the Guinness World Record as the heaviest limo ever built. The Midnight Rider started its life powered by a Cummins diesel engine producing 400 horsepower. On paper, that's nowhere near the numbers you see in exotic supercars. But context is everything. This limousine isn't a lightweight racer. It's a 55,000-pound rolling fortress, heavier than some semi-trucks. To handle that insane weight, it uses a 15-speed manual transmission more commonly found in heavy-duty rigs. and instead of the usual 4 wheels you'd expect on a car, it spreads its load across 22 wheels, giving it stability and balance that no other limo can match. Step inside, and things get even crazier. Instead of a simple row of seats, the Midnight Rider has 2 full levels and over 400 square feet of interior space. There are 3 lounges, a bar that never runs dry, and multiple bathrooms. It's like stepping into a nightclub strapped onto a semi-truck. And yes, it comes with a full staff on board, including a bartender, because this limo is too massive to run without a crew. Here's what shocks most people. It took 7 full years to design and build this monster, worth $2.5 million. And it wasn't just thrown together. The inspiration came from American trucker culture, combining the raw toughness of a big rig with the glamour of a rolling yacht. Natural wood, polished brass, and plush velvet line the inside, making it as stylish as it is outrageous. Now here's a crazy detail. If you blow a tire, it's not just a trip to the tire shop. Replacing the set can cost over $10,000. And don't expect to see this limo casually rolling down city streets. It is too big for most highways and requires special permits just to move from state to state. 5. Lamborghini Aventador Limousine. The Lamborghini Aventador Limousine is one of the most outrageous custom builds ever made. At its heart sits a 6.5-liter V12 engine pumping out 780 horsepower. This monster still hits speeds of 220 miles per hour, even though it has been stretched into a limousine. That means while most limos crawl through city streets, this one can blow past Ferraris on the highway. The power is delivered through a 7-speed automatic transmission, keeping every ride smooth even when the car is pushing its limits. Open the doors and you instantly know this is not an ordinary stretch limo. Instead of 2 scissor doors, it now has 4, making the entrance as dramatic as the drive itself. Inside the Aventador Limousine, there is a full champagne bar, plasma screens for entertainment, surround sound audio, and leather seating that is not just soft but also heated. It is designed so passengers feel like celebrities the moment they step inside. This limo is often rented for Hollywood red carpet events. Imagine arriving at a premiere in a Lamborghini that has been turned into a limousine. It makes every other car look ordinary. The crazy part is how it still performs like a true Lamborghini. Most limos sacrifice speed for comfort, but this one keeps the thrill of a supercar while giving you the luxury of a stretched cabin. That balance makes it one of the rarest and most unique limos in the world. The build is just as impressive. Lightweight carbon fiber panels keep the weight down, while the interior is wrapped in Alcantara, a premium synthetic suede often used in race cars and jets for its durability, grip, and luxury feel, and genuine Lamborghini leather. Valued at around $5 million, it is not just fast and flashy, it is carefully engineered to deliver both style and performance. 4. Mercedes-Maybach S650 Pullman Guard. If the beast shows brute American power, the Mercedes-Maybach S650 Pullman Guard represents something else entirely: aristocracy wrapped in modern armor. Under the hood, the Pullman Guard carries a 6.0-liter V12 biturbo engine that pumps out 621 horsepower. It's connected to a smooth 7-speed automatic transmission that keeps this 21-foot monster gliding across the road as if it were weightless. But don't be fooled. Beneath the glossy finish is one of the most fortified passenger vehicles in the world. This machine is certified with VR9 level protection. That means it can withstand direct fire from an AK-47 and even explosions equal to 33 pounds of trinitrotoluene, a high explosive used in military bombs and demolitions. Step inside and you immediately understand why world leaders favor this limousine. Reclining leather seats with built-in massage and ventilation make it feel like a first-class flight. A champagne fridge waits in the center console. Entertainment screens, surveillance cameras, and a high-security communication system are built in. With the touch of a button, the partition glass can instantly turn opaque, sealing passengers off from prying eyes. The Pullman Guard takes inspiration from armored Mercedes-Benz vehicles used by dictators and royalty back in the 1930s. The history of armored Maybachs runs deep, and this car continues that legacy in the most modern way possible. But there's a catch that shocks even wealthy owners. Replacing just one panel of its bulletproof glass can cost around $150,000. That's the price of an entire sports car, just for one window. Every Pullman Guard is handcrafted, with armor integrated directly into the frame. The reinforced steel core is matched with polycarbonate glass, exotic wood trims, and the finest German leather. Price tag, $2 million. And for that, you're not just buying a car, you're buying the lifestyle of kings, presidents, and billionaires. 3. Porsche Panamera Limousine. When you think of Porsche, You probably picture sleek sports cars hugging the road at high speed, but someone took that same DNA and decided to stretch it into a limousine. The result is the Porsche Panamera limousine, a $1 million machine that combines speed, style, and pure extravagance in one unbelievable package. Even though the Panamera has been stretched into a full-size limousine, it still performs like a Porsche. It has a powerful engine, strong acceleration, and precise handling. In other words, this limo doesn't just look impressive. It can drive fast and handle the road much better than most limousines. That's what makes it one of the most unusual and exciting limos ever built. The Panamera limousine has seating for 8 passengers, but this isn't the kind of cramped back seat you find in a regular car. The cabin feels more like a luxury lounge. Bench seating is wrapped in premium Porsche leather, giving every passenger the same comfort you would expect in a high-end private jet. What really makes it stand out are the gull-wing doors. Those massive doors swing upward instead of outward, a design usually reserved for exotic supercars. Seeing gull-wing doors on a sedan-style Porsche is not just unusual, it is shocking, and it turns this limo into a collector's dream. Inside, the fun continues. There is a widescreen TV, a fully stocked minibar, and LED lighting that makes the cabin glow. One detail many people don't realize is that modifying a Panamera into a limousine is extremely rare. Only a handful exist worldwide, and most are in the hands of private collectors. Each conversion can cost over $300,000 on top of the base car, which is worth $1 million. And because Porsche doesn't make these themselves, every build is essentially custom one-off. The frame has been extended using reinforced aluminum to keep the structure strong, and Porsche's own leather and LED systems have been integrated to keep the luxury feel consistent with the brand. At nearly 30 feet long, this limo dwarfs the standard Panamera, yet it still runs like a performance car. 2. Range Rover XXL by Classen. Designed in both the UK and Germany, it is made for the elite who demand luxury and safety in one unstoppable package. Under the hood, the XXL carries a beastly 5.0-liter V8 engine pumping out 557 horsepower. That much power makes this armored monster move like a predator on the road. But it is not just about speed. The real story is the protection. With B7 level armor, this SUV can shrug off sniper fire. Even the tires are no weak point. They keep rolling at 50 miles per hour even after being punctured, meaning an ambush will not stop it. Inside, it feels less like a car and more like a private jet. Reclining VIP seats, electric curtains, and entertainment screens in the rear give passengers the comfort of royalty. The most shocking part is that this massive armored machine still drives like a true Range Rover. Off-road trails, mud, rocks, or sand are no problem. Despite its heavy armor, it remains fully capable in the wild. That balance of rugged capability and high-class refinement makes it almost untouchable in its category. And one crazy fact pushes it even further. The Range Rover XXL can withstand a drone-dropped grenade. That level of defense is almost unbelievable in a civilian vehicle. Its body is built from layers of Kevlar and thickened aluminum, materials used in military-grade defense. Priced at $811,000, the Range Rover XXL screams power and exclusivity. Bugatti Chiron Stretch Limousine. The design of the Bugatti Chiron Stretch Limousine alone is shocking. The standard Bugatti Chiron is already one of the most powerful and expensive hypercars in the world, with a reputation for insane speed and engineering perfection. But instead of keeping that sleek two-door shape, this limousine version has been stretched into a long-bodied monster with 8 wheels for stability. Adding to the madness, it comes with giant gull-wing doors that open upward like aircraft wings. The performance is equally insane. Even as a stretched limousine, it still carries the Bugatti DNA that made the Chiron famous. That means acceleration that can rival a rocket launch, speeds that no other limousine can even dream of, and road handling that belongs to a supercar, not a limo. The very idea of a car this long and heavy moving with supercar precision is almost unbelievable, but that's what makes it unique. The interior is lined with premium carbon fiber, titanium details, and leather of the highest grade. For entertainment, passengers have access to a state-of-the-art infotainment system, complete with large displays, immersive surround sound, and smart connectivity. The construction explains why this machine costs so much. The body had to be stretched by hand, using carbon fiber and titanium to keep it strong yet lightweight enough to handle the extreme performance of a Bugatti engine. Normal steel would have made the car impossibly heavy, so aerospace-grade materials were required. Every component, from the custom suspension to the extended drivetrain, had to be re-engineered to withstand the enormous stresses of speed, length, and weight. What makes it even rarer is that this is not an official Bugatti factory build, but a one-off custom commission. Very few people on the planet have the wealth to even request something like this, and even fewer workshops have the engineering skill to pull it off. That combination of exclusivity, craftsmanship, and sheer insanity is why it's valued higher than almost any other limousine in existence. This custom build is estimated to be worth between $20 and $30 million, making it one of the most expensive cars in the world. What do you think about these expensive cars? Comment down below.